This video is for any man that's caught in a cycle over obsessing over some girl. Do not obsess over women. Get your own shit figured out, dude. Reasons why the twin flame theory is dangerous and how you can avoid that shit. The twin flame relationship is a codependent trap. That's right, it's a trap. It makes you codependent. It makes you glorify someone else to put them on a pedestal. Do not put pussy on pedestals. Do not put anyone on a pedestal. Twin flame theory goes like this. Each soul has an oversoul. And in some cases, that oversoul splits into two. It does this for many reasons. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know all the ins and outs about the twin flame and whatever, as far as whatever. I just know how fucking dangerous it is and how it's going to fuck up your life if you get into that shit. And that's what's important. That's what matters. Whether it actually exists or not, who the fuck cares, man? It doesn't matter. When you cross over, when you get to the other side, that's when you can figure it out. And that's all that fucking matters, because you shouldn't obsess over anyone, over any specific person. When you make a specific person the end all be all of what you're gonna get in your life, or what you deserve, or they're like somehow you fixate on one specific person and you're like, this person is gonna be my savior, or this person is gonna be my soulmate, my whatever the fuck you want to call it, twin flame, soulmate, it doesn't fucking matter. When you put someone on that kind of pedestal and you make it so they're the only one for you, I mean, seriously, you know how fucked up and codependent that is? That's just straight fucking stalker shit. You don't want to fucking go there. You don't want to feel like that. I'll straight tell you this from personal experience. Yes, I fell into that trap. Yes, I made that mistake. And you don't want to go down that road. I'll tell you about my story. Glorifying some girl, obsessing over her, like I used to do, because I had bad fucking habits of that, because I had no self-respect, I had no self-love, and that's what you need to learn. That's what you need to cultivate right there, is to fucking love yourself. Take care of your own shit. My story is this. It started way back in freaking 2011. I got obsessed with this girl over in Facebook, and I ended up being catfished. All right, I actually found in around that same time frame, I found the real girl that the girl was trying to impersonate, and I was like a fucking dumbass. I was still fucking in love or whatever with some fantasy in my mind, because whatever I envisioned this girl to be, and so I tried hitting on this girl. It didn't work out. I got stupid and jealous, I don't know. I was fucked up, man. Anyway, years later, in 2015, my dumbass started chasing her again, because I was obsessed and I didn't have enough self-love, and I put pussy on pedestals, and I didn't even know the half of it, and I didn't even know what fucking twin flames were back then. I was just obsessive and stupid, and it all came crashing on my face. All right, and I thought I learned my lesson. I thought I was gonna, like, never fucking bother this girl again or whatever. But then my dumbass, let's see, was it in 2022, like two fucking years ago, that's when I really actually came across the whole twin flame thing. Well, really, it was a combination of things. First off, at the time in 2022, I was, well, like 2019 through 2022, I was driving for Grubhub, delivering food. And I had, in 2022, at the beginning somewhere, I had this order, and I went to this house, and the customer's name was the same. We only got the first name and the initial of this person's last name, but the customer's name was the same first name and the same last name initial. And you know what? It wasn't just that, but it was some really fucked up ass, a dark synchronicity, or just some synchronicity. It wasn't necessarily dark, just how you fucking take it. But basically, it was a synchronicity to the degree that, you know what the name of the street was? The name of the street was called Serendipity Avenue. And it was because of the synchronicity that really brought me back to thinking about this girl, the same girl that I had obsessed about years ago on a couple different occasions, and it came crashing down in my face. But my dumbass, because of the synchronicity, because of things going on in my life at the time, I thought it would be a good idea to pursue this once again. And at that same time frame was really when I came across the information, came across the whole twin flame theory. I think I had vaguely heard of it before, but I didn't really pay it much attention. And this time it really stuck out. And I really, I spent a couple months really getting into this and researching it and trying to logically come up with this reason why we should be together, and why it was okay for me to chase her, and this, that, or the other. And anyway, basically it really, honestly, I kind of worked through that before anything real bad happened. I did this self-portrait series on how magical this whole connection was and how we were supposed to meant to be together or something, right? And I sent it to her. I wrote her on Facebook. By then I had a different account on Facebook, and so I wrote her. I never heard back, and so about a month later, or no, I think, you know what? I think I wrote her mom, because I didn't have a connection with her on Facebook. So I wrote her mom, and I told her mom this with no response. Finally, another few weeks later, I was really starting to think about what's going on with this, because there was no response. So I wrote her sister, and her sister, I think her sister just blocked me at that point. And that's when it really hit me that I'm just fucking up right here. I'm going down my old patterns, that I'm doing my old shit. I was doing my old shit as far as being obsessing over some girl and putting pussy on a pedestal. I was just not thinking clearly. I did, and it was at that moment that I realized that it ultimately what took it. Writing her mom not responding, and then writing her sister, and her sister fucking blocking me on Facebook and shit. And then I got in a tarot reading, and it's 2 tarot readings in a row. I got the fucking tower, and all these things together. It made me realize that I am fucking up right here, and that right there. And then I started really thinking about this whole situation that I put myself in, that I allowed myself to believe in, to buy into this whole twin flame fucking nonsense, and how psychologically fucked up that is. How it really is. It's abusive, and it's codependent, and it's just, you can't fucking, you shouldn't chase girls and women anyway. It makes you look fucking pathetic. I know it made me look fucking pathetic, and it's hard to fucking admit that sometimes, but it is what it is. The fact of the matter is, what we make mistakes in life, and we learn and we grow, or we just keep making the same fucking mistakes like I did with the same fucking girl over like a fucking decade, on and off, chasing this girl, and then it finally, I mean, what can you fucking do? So if I were you, I'd avoid this shit. I'd believe in myself. You should realize that you are complete and whole as you are. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else. I mean, whether you're trying to obsess over someone to the point that you're like, you're my only soulmate, you're my only twin flame, or whatever, like you're my only person that I could ever have, or whether it's just some girl that you like or whatever. The fact of the matter is that you should love yourself just as you are, and you should know that you are complete and whole just as you are. That you don't need to put pussy on a pedestal. You don't need to make someone out like they're your only hope, because that's scarcity. That's what that is. It's scarcity. It's codependency. It's anything but abundance thinking. It's just putting you back in the same old fucking trap. And that's what happened to me. I was on an upswing, working this job that I ended up having a synchronicity from, that I found this twin flame information that put me on this path, that made me fall back in the same traps I had before, just so I could cement that fucking lesson in my head, because I just wasn't getting it at that point. I was kind of there, but at the same time, it just, to me, self-love is always a battle. It's been something I've had to work hard to cultivate within myself. And so I don't want you to make those same mistakes. And I want you to realize that you're fucking awesome, brother. You're perfect and whole just as you are, and you should love yourself. And from there, then you can love other people. But when you put pussy on a pedestal, when you obsess over specific people, over a specific girl, over a specific woman, all you do is make yourself look pathetic and weak, because ultimately you're better than that. Ultimately, you're whole and complete as you are, and you should know that, and you should love yourself. You need to ground yourself into your body, into your energy. Get out of your higher chakras and into your lower ones. Stop thinking about what everyone else is doing, or how this girl perceives you, or whatever, and just work on your own life, on building your own career. Work on your body, on your health. make sure your diet's right, get your exercise right. And then if she comes back in your life, she does, if you still want her at that point, or just fucking move on. Like, I know me, I just fucking moved on. The fact of the matter is, peace and love to this girl. Like, no hard feelings there. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I was the one that fucking pursued shit when I shouldn't have. The more you work on yourself, the more you become high value, and the more this shit doesn't even fucking matter, because you're worth so much more. So let go of your unworthiness and love yourself, because the world is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. Let it go. Let bullshit obsessions go. Obsess about building yourself, about making yourself better. Remember, you love yourself first, which gives you empathy, and you love the world. And never, never obsess over women. Never, never chase girls. Do not put pussy on a pedestal. I'm done. Peace. I'm out.